Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Mid Card Mafia podcast, where, as always, we may be mid on the card, but we are main event at heart. I'm your host, Nate Dickinson, joined as always by the one and only Melvin Martinez, Big Mike DeRosset, and Rococo
Uh,
Haley. And today we're just a little bit away from WrestlePalooza. We're currently watching Monday Night Raw, going to be live reacting to that. But we got to break down everything that's been happening because we did our live reaction to Raw. Shout out to everybody who came to that. But we
hmm
had SmackDown, we had Worlds Collide, which was heat. We're going to talk about that. And yeah, we're going to keep live reacting to Raw. So I know Mike's got a shout out. He's laughing already. I know he has something that he wants to say, so I'm going to kick it off to him. Mike, what you
All
got for us
right.
this week, bro?
I do have a shout out, but I was laughing at Melvin's background for a second.
Mm.
I want to give a shout out to my sleep app machine. All right. I got sleep apnea, and this thing is going to help me breathe at night. So hopefully it prolongs your boy's life. So shout out to sleep apnea
Hey,
machine.
shout out, bro.
Yeah.
I have a shout out to you before we start. This is serious. I be trolling, but
Face of the week, my sleep app machine.
this is actually a serious shout out. This one is going to my boy Brock on Top on TikTok, and here's why. We record at 8 p.m. Today. I was low key thinking about texting Big Mike at 7:59. Yo, I can't make it, bro. Something came up. I've just been getting a lot of hate
I called it.
recently, bro. The internet's been getting to me, man. They're just coming for me every single week. Found out that I'm unk and chopped. But then I saw this comment from Brock on Top, and he
Uh-oh.
said, he's right. Styles Clash has zero impact unless it's botched. It's so bad. And I just wanted to shout you out, bro, for knowing
Wow.
ball. We don't need no
Yeah.
Billy Ray Cyrus in this company no more, bro. This guy can kick it, bro. He can kick rocks, bro. Shout out you, Brock
There
on
we
Top,
go.
man. Keep being you, bro.
Nate
Let's
got
go.
someone on his side.
Come on. Hey, I have a shout out today too. Shout out to legendary GOAT. He was about to run for the president of Ireland, Conor McGregor, but then he
Mm.
backed out after a day.
Wow.
I'm so upset. I really thought he was about to run. I really thought we were about to see a President McGregor in this world, but I guess we're not. But that's okay.
That's the first I've heard that news.
It all happened in the last 24 hours.
Same. I didn't even know that.
I've been
He
off
did it.
of the socials, so
He did it. He did it Instagram. He was so serious, bro. He went on Instagram. And he's like, I'm putting my name on the ballot. Everybody go to wherever to make it happen. And then
Incredible.
24 hours later, he's like, I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
What about you, Rococo? Who are you shouting out today? Maybe your
I'ma
future
shout out
Bay or current Bay?
Chill.
Name
Don't
drop.
get me in trouble. Shout out the letter T.
Oh,
That's it.
okay. If you know, you know.
But don't say it like that.
Hey,
It's
shout out the
just a
number.
letter.
Shout out the number 8, bro. It knows what it's doing.
People will take that and run with it.
There we go. Got the Kabuki Warriors on our screen right now.
That's not their name.
Look at Io. That's how I feel when I watch Io wrestle, cut promos, and how I will feel when she will be champion at WrestlePalooza. But we'll get into that later. And it's this look. This is what she was given for the people watching.
I thought you froze for a second, bro.
I did
I
think you
did.
froze as well. I
I
did think you froze
didn't
too.
freeze.
Hey,
I'm just
let's
stone cold.
let's jump in it though. We can start off with what happened in SmackDown on Friday. Not really that much happened. Mike's favorite wrestler, Cody Rhodes, has returned. Sami Zayn retains against Rey Fenix, which that ended up being a great match, to be honest. Julia and Kiana attack B-Fab and Michin, which I can't believe those two girls are even still in the WWE, to be honest. B-Fab
Mhm.
and Michin, but not our boy Karrion Kross. RIP, we miss you, buddy. We also have Tiffany and Jade ending at a double count, and well. Nia Jax returns and attacks both of them. So I want to start off with this because I know Nate has some thoughts about this. Nate, what do you think, bro?
Listen, you know, for 2,000 years, scientists, philosophers have
Okay.
been debating this question. What happens when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force? Right?
Mm.
That's exactly what Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton is. We've got a movable object. Tiffany Stratton, for some reason, she's been the champ and doing nothing. Everybody she goes against, Charlotte Flair, whoever else, because I don't remember, because this championship reign has been lackluster. Nia Jax, she's still the champ. I don't understand why. Versus an unstoppable force, Nia Jax, aka Thanos. That's the answer to this question. And what do we get? A whole lot of nothing, bro. Why are we getting this again for the fourth time? I don't care. I don't care. Do something else with her, bro. Anything. Please. I'm begging you. Paul Levesque. Please. Anything. Anything but this, bro. Anything. That's all I gotta say, bro.
What's Paul's
Well,
last name?
I want to say you're close on his last name.
LeVay. My bad, bro. I'm American.
Try for a third time.
I didn't get it the second time.
Nope.
You didn't get the first either. Keep trying.
Paul.
Uh,
I don't know.
Yeah, we need Duolingo. We need Duolingo ASAP.
I'm not the only one that needs it.
Wow. I mean, that was passion right there, Nate. Let me just back it up with this. Tiffany needs to lose the belt. As long as she is champ, there's no other way to go with her. There are no other stories. They don't know if they want her to be heel or a face. I mean, just the crowd doesn't know how to receive Tiffy, and she just needs to drop the belt. But guess who is not wrestling at WrestlePalooza? Tiffany Stratton. So it's like, what are we doing with her? But I'm sick of the Nia Jax thing, bro. I'm just tired of it. They don't know do Nia Jax either. There's too many. We're beating a dead horse. They need a brand split.
Put her in the men's division, bro. That's what I say. Let her.
You're high on that right now.
Let her go against Cody Rhodes. Now that right there'd be a match.
Would it?
Can we see
I'm gonna
double
feel that,
belt?
Nate.
Double belt Nia Jax. She has both the main belts, bro. That would go crazy.
This guy.
I'm starting to think that Nate wants to fight girls, bro.
Whoa.
Oh,
Bro,
Because
I just
like,
want to hold on.
have you not
Disclaimer.
noticed it?
Disclaimer: we do not promote that on this pod. Okay, we are against that.
Let me
But
stand up for
there
myself.
is a trend with Nate, real quick.
Let me stand up for
We got to
myself.
hold people accountable.
You're forgetting that I'm a 6'7" matcha drinking
okay.
feminist, bro. Okay? And I listen to Claro
Okay.
and Leve. I love women. I don't want to fight women. I just want to see Nia Jax perform at her best, okay? I'm actually on the team women's side to become even bigger superstars by going to the
Wow.
main event, bro. I'm trying to break that glass ceiling, bro. I'm an innovator.
Okay, wow. Well, Rusev wants to be the IC champ. What do y'all feel about that? Instant reaction that just
That'd be
happened.
awesome. I want
No.
that to
It'd
happen.
be cool.
Put that in the Lala match, bro. Lala WrestlePalooza
Put on the long match.
match card. My
Where
goodness,
Coco's
bro.
favorite person's
not-
walking down in the ring.
Could they have not picked a freaking more clever name, bro?
I don't even hate LA Knight. He's fine. I feel like people just ride him too
He's
much.
what?
He
Pause.
is
He's
fine. He
Hold
is
on.
fine. I mean,
Hold on, real
Not
quick.
like fine. I mean, he
Oh.
does his job. Congrats.
Hey,
Huh?
before we fully move on, Coco, do you have any thoughts on the Nia Jax Tiffy Stratton thing?
This is just highlighting how WWE cannot build young talent at all. People stay in NXT for too long and they keep
Yes.
their roster too small.
Yes.
So what you have is exactly what we're seeing Tiffany Stratton doing. Whenever they was trying to think of names, they put themselves into a position where it's either she faces somebody old that either she's faced before, a legend, but she can't face anybody new because they're afraid to have people lose. We got to recognize that in wrestling, you got to lose sometimes. It's a part of it. People remember your victories though if you present it well enough. So because they want to book themselves in this corner of Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill, if they don't give us an answer, we're going to get tired of waiting for one. And we're already hitting that pacing already. So if Jade wins it, what are we going to do then? Nia Jax? After that, what else? We don't know. So they just got to do better.
Yeah, facts.
I agree, bro. I agree because I don't even necessarily dislike Tiffy at all, bro. Like I really like her. She's kind of getting stale, but it's also because they're kind of doing her dirty, man. But I'm noticing just another trend right now in WWE. A lot of these superstars, but then even like backstage talent, people that do on screen, commentators, etc. They're finally taking long extended times of rest, 2-3 weeks off, some even
Yeah.
months and all that. Are they preparing Tiffy to be off for a while too? Are they giving her rest? But what I'm saying here is like they don't end storylines strong, like we don't need to see a repeat of Nia and Tiffany getting into this with Jade, and then also like are they stalling too much to give Jade a strap right now, a title around her waist? I feel like it really is kind of just overdue for her to even have a belt in the first place.
Yes, 1,000%. Thinking back to the Queen of the Ring tournament, that's whenever they really gave Jade Cargill. I mean, you can even look back towards WrestleMania. We've been building Jade, so we thought, for this huge payoff, and we haven't gotten it. She's fallen back into this place of, you're almost there, but this other person. Almost
And-
there, but this other person.
And this is kind of why I'm a little annoyed with and I promise it's not because I hate Bayley, but it's like why are we bringing her back? Why are we giving her a storyline and this much TV time with the hugging Bayley? Like give these other talent an opportunity. I'm being so serious. Like why are we doing all this right now?
No.
When there's all these other people that you can be given a chance to right now. I don't want to see all of this. Also, low-key creeped me out when she crashed out in her locker talking to herself. Like that was kind of weird.
Well,
Reminded me of downtown Little Rock.
No, I agree 100% with you what you're saying, Mel. But what they're doing, the route they're taking with Bayley is this whole split personality gimmick. She doesn't know who she really is, which is why tonight you saw her hugging everybody. You saw her crashing out, being mean to Lyra. Once again, but I'm with you, bro. Like there's tons of talent, but it's one of those things where WWE is going to be comfortable with what they're going to do, what they have been doing. Bayley is a vet. She shows up. She's able to cut promos. She'll get a pop. She'll sell some merch. It's a safe gamble versus bringing in someone brand new and not knowing how they'll be received, i.e. Tiffany Stratton. It's been a roller coaster with her. Like you're up, then she's down. She won Money in the Bank. It was a highlight. Now it's stalled and it's boring. We even see this with vets. Charlotte Flair. They brought her back. They wanted her to be this face. She was received as a heel. They put her in a tag match. She's climbing that ladder. And so with Bayley, it's kind of a safe gamble. Lets you see where you can fall in the line of where the crowd wants you and with a story that makes sense. That's how I view Bayley. I don't know if Rococo, you think differently about any of that, but when it comes to her, she's just, let's just figure out what to do with her and just run with it for as long as we can. And then her just kind of go away, like you said, Mel, for a couple weeks, couple months. It just feels really repetitive with that cycle of superstars right now. And I'm all about giving them a break. But at the cost of a story, it's like, man, what are we going to do with this?
We definitely need a couple months. When we're talking about bringing up new talent, Lyra Valkyria getting jumped, that would have been the perfect time to debut somebody else.
Yeah.
And Bayley, of course, we've seen her. Well, it's been, I don't know, a month, a few weeks. We saw her, it was, oh, that's Bayley. And then WWE doesn't even know what to do with her. They're putting her on the screen, but since she's choosing which person she wants to be, it's the best of Bayley. But what really is the best of her? People would say her NXT days, but that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
We can't pick and choose. Just have Bayley do something and stick with it.
I agree.
Even though she's on our screen, it still seems wishy-washy. It's still that lack of commit, that special word that we keep on bringing up.
How old's Bailey? Pushing 40, I think maybe.
For
Probably.
Coco's age.
Is it-
Old. She's
Is
old.
it? Here's my question. Okay, we've mentioned this for a couple of wrestlers, but is this truly like her last big run? And so it's, hey, let's just give everybody all the forms of Bailey. That's what it feels like in a way. But like, I want to say no.
There's one story. There's
Turn
one
to
story.
AEW, please, God.
What's
Just
that one story?
fast forward.
You know, Izzy Moreno, the girl that was wearing, the Bailey headband. This
Yeah.
was back in NXT, and Sasha
Yeah.
Banks
Yeah.
ruined it.
Yeah.
Izzy now wrestles. So Izzy, if she works for WWE, that'll be Bailey's last match. But even
Yeah, but
so,
how
that's
far
years
is
from-
that though? Yeah.
That's a few years.
Give me like 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
And besides that, Bailey's just gonna exist.
Melvin Nader, like, get her off now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm growing in the area of let's just
They're
see what
only-
happens.
No, you're
There's
only
more to
saying
be
this because
done.
what you said off the pod.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, bro. What they're giving us right now with Bailey,
Yeah,
as much as I hate her, bro, it feels so forced, bro.
it
It
does.
just feels so forced, and
Yeah.
it's just not working, bro. You
Mm.
know what I mean? As much as I dislike Bailey, the role model stuff was way better than this, and I still hated it, but it was so much
Yeah.
better when she was on the role model stuff. And so whatever the
Mm.
heck is going on right now, bro, it's so bad. And you know, I'm willing and open to admit that Bailey does have some genuine talent, right? She does have some.
Wow.
But
That's a first for the pod.
I don't care as long as she's in this weird emo, nobody understands me, and going crazy character, bro. It's the dumbest thing
Hey.
I've ever seen.
Has an elder emo? That's a real thing though. Shout out to all my elder
emo is
emos.
wild.
Elder emo. It was
And it's a
never a
term.
phase, Mom.
It's true.
It is a phase for Bailey because it's forced. This is not her.
Mm.
I'd like to see her against AJ, but at what point I'm not really sure. Just the idea of being a part of separate eras and AJ coming back, there's match upon match upon match
Mhm.
that she should have. But my biggest fear with that is AJ is going to overshadow Bailey
Yep.
1,000%, especially coming
Yep.
out of this initial tag team. So even still, that one would have to wait until 2026 if we really wanted to full send with it. But knowing WWE, they won't.
Bro. Hey, just to move on because we still got a lot of stuff to cover. Man, how hilarious was R-Truth and Brock Lesnar again, bro? That dude, bro.
Love it.
R-Truth can break anybody, man. He just can. And I loved that promo a lot. I mean, I don't even know if it was actually a promo. I just think he was just yapping, being
Mhm.
crazy.
They don't give a
And
script.
then Brock ripping his, his
Yeah,
Hands,
he
yeah.
broke him literally, bro. He broke him literally in that one.
Oh man, yeah. It's
Someone had a sign in Raw that said John Cena's jorts are stronger than Brock's jeans, which is kind of tough. But
That's-
man, I love
That's a
truth.
bar.
That is a bar. Ron Cena.
and then now we have Rhodes back against Drew for the title at WrestlePalooza. I have some thoughts about this one.
Mhm.
This is very unlikely to happen, but how freaking fire would it be if Drew upsets Cody? I know it's not going to happen, but it's the first, PLE on ESPN. ESPN wants something crazy to happen, right? And why not a big moment like
Mhm.
that, right? There's some other opportunities that can happen too, but that would be so freaking sick. That's my wish list. And I also love Drew, and I just want him to have a title so bad. It's time. But I'm actually excited for that match a ton. Because I don't even think it's gonna be a one-off match either. I think we get a storyline between Cody and Drew with it for a good bit as well. So
Here's what
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
say
about
real quick. It could be a want. I would even say it needs to happen, but it ain't gonna happen.
mhm.
No, they're not. And I hate that so much.
Yeah.
And I will say, this is one of those things that we also have seen before. Cody Rhodes, just like Tiffany Stratton, it feels like both SmackDown champs. run repetitive storylines. Either give it to Drew or don't let him wrestle for it while Cody's champ again. Because I'm
Yeah.
sick of seeing the same thing over and over again.
No,
I'm
I
just being
agree.
honest. It's gonna be a banger of a match because Drew's gonna carry,
Mhm.
but I'm just tired of it. Like, let the man have the belt.
I'm
have a
He
actually
question.
more than deserves it.
I'm
But
I have
I'm
a
not gonna give
question
him-
before Nate says something.
Yeah.
Nate, when's the last time Cody and Drew fought each other? Okay. Anyways,
I don't
Coco,
know,
tell me
bro.
what you're gonna say now.
I don't remember what happened yesterday, bro.
I love the idea of Drew securing the title because you were talking about this being ESPN's first time, and there's going to be a whole lot of feel good moments, a whole lot of faces winning. You have Drew McIntyre upset the face of the company, Cody Rhodes. I'm assuming because I've been a fan for all these years, but as a new fan, that intrigues me. It really does. Having this guy that I'm used to seeing losing out of nowhere, it's where does the story go on from here? My concern is what to do with Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Because it feels
That's also
like
true.
their story wasn't done. And Cody Rhodes had to come out to save Randy. So hopefully the next plan is a triple threat between them.
I remember. It was the bloodline match, bro. He beat him because of the interference. When the bloodline interfered.
I literally watch you on your phone.
I had to look it up, but I genuinely do remember that match, and I watched it live. But I do remember it, bro. It's when the bloodline interfered.
Never Coco.
What I was gonna say though, is I'm actually begging, bro. I'm begging for Drew to win this, bro, because I can't stand Cody Rhodes, bro. I can't stand him, bro. I've said it a million times, but I'm tired of face Cody being shoved down our throats, bro. We need him out, bro, or we need him heel.
What?
I respect that you just said bro 8 times.
Appreciate that, bro.
My buddy
Thank
Trey
you,
is going to
B-Bro.
give you a shout out. Yeah, I agree with what y'all are all saying. What we going to do with Randy? He is on the tail end. Let him be a champ. What's it going to hurt? Is that Mania though? I mean, it's
I want
Cody
it
and
to be. I really
Yeah.
do. But with all these Lunchables are getting fed,
dude, for real, bro. It's going to be something nuts like the Royal Rumble or something when it
all
deserves
these
something much
pay-per-views
better.
too,
Yes,
I don't see it stretching that far. Which hurts.
it does.
Did any of y'all get to watch that Worlds Collide yet? I mean, I know some of you
Yes.
definitely probably caught the highlights
I
of
caught
it,
the
but
highlights.
it was a banger, bro. I loved I loved getting to see Dom shock everyone.
Mhm.
But really, he didn't really shock everyone. It was a massive pop.
Yeah,
Him winning
massive.
that mega triple A
Chanting his name, bro.
title.
Dirty, dirty Dom. I love it.
Yes, bro. And
I
then
watched.
just
Yep.
and then just Ray putting that belt around him too. I mean, it's just
There's a story there. Will they run with it? Here's the thing. Although, like on TV, it looked like disrespect. That is the most proud. I guarantee Rey Mysterio is
Oh
of
yeah.
Dom. That for both of them, that was such a huge moment in their career. And being a dad myself, I can. If you put a true serum in Rey Mysterio, he would say the proudest moment of his wrestling career was doing that for Dom. And so that was awesome to see. But I have a couple of AAA notes, unless anybody else has any that they want to share first.
I do.
Okay.
Here's the thing, bro. As much as the WWE is what, Melvin?
I know when you're about to rage bait.
No. I'm
I just
genuinely
know
not.
it.
I'm not rage baiting. I'm actually not.
Whatever.
Here we go. Here's my take. As much as the WWE wants Dom to be a heel, he just isn't, bro. That man is a face, bro.
No.
He is. He is. The crowd is cheering for him. If there's ever been a time for him to go full face, it's now, bro. Liv Morgan is gone. The Judgment Day is stale. It's time for Finn Balor to turn. It's time. It's time for Dom to go full face, bro.
Rococo, go. Because I
Alright,
see
let
it.
Let me educate
I
you
told you
real
he was
quick.
rage baiting. I told you he was
I'm being
rage
for real.
baiting.
So Dominic
No,
in his
he's
face
not.
days, whatever he's teamed up with his father was not it. Was not it in every single way. He was boring in the ring. Nobody kicked. That heel turn that he had on his father changed his career.
Saved his career.
Because he was dead and in the water. That heel turn elevated him, and he hasn't hit the ground ever since. And I get it. Everybody loves Dom. Everybody wants to see him succeed. But also, we are committed to the idea of Dominic being somebody that we don't like. So you can love Dom, but whenever he enters that arena, you're going to boo him because you have to. You have to keep investing in Dominic Mysterio. The second we start cheering, it's going to create a battle within the crowd. And then instead of it elevating, it's going to get more and more quiet. And we won't have anything to invest in anymore.
Can you not say the same thing about Roman Reigns? He sucked as a face. He turned heel. Everybody loved him. Is he a heel now? No, he's not. He's a face.
He's an anti-hero.
All right, then Dom can be an anti-hero, whatever you want to call it, bro. But I'm low-key tired of the heel gimmick, bro. I'm low-key tired of it.
Okay, let me tap in. Let me tag in. This is tag
Yeah,
battle.
go ahead.
This is handicap match. Okay.
And Melvin's on my side, so.
No, he's not.
No.
Nate, let me educate you on something, okay? Because you are 21.
Mhm.
You were not alive in this era, and if you were, you just didn't
Yeah,
understand
go
it.
ahead and reference Eddie Guerrero, buddy.
A young Eddie, 100%. That's exactly what he is. Later in his career, yes, you're going to see Dom go face, but right now he is a young Eddie. 100%. 1,000%. It is literally the same thing.
That's fair.
Eddie, when he was young, was not. I mean, you're literally seeing it. He was Dom. Go back and watch the history of it, and you'll see that era of him catapulted him in his later years. And I just want to stop and say, Raw is ending like it has for the past 6 months. I'm sick of it.
Yeah,
All right,
here
I'm
comes
tagging
Jey
you back
Uso.
in,
Here
Rococo.
comes Jey Uso.
Get him.
Let me get on
I
it
hate
real
when
quick.
I hate when
you
he
brought
runs
up
like that.
Me
Roman
too.
Reigns. Roman Reigns, as a heel, has done terrible things. He's manipulated. He's beat people up. Roman Reigns, whenever the crowd would yell at him, he would not care. He wouldn't acknowledge it. He wouldn't get shaken about it. Dominic Mysterio is a heel, but he's weak. But he's still got that weakness to him that makes him fun to poke at. You won't poke at Roman Reigns. You'll poke at Dominic though, and that's what makes it fun. And the second Dominic starts agreeing with the jokes, it's not funny anymore.
Nope.
Roman Reigns, because of his heel work, because of everything he's done, he has aura. And it's hard to get rid of that. Dominic Mysterio still is a meme. All things considered. I'm trying to think of a good way to describe him, but I can't right now. He's a meme that we invest in, that we really enjoy. And if we shift too much, it loses its funny. It loses the fun.
Would not be a good face. Awful take, and I love you.
Listen.
I'd say awful take. They keep shooting, bro.
LA
I'm
Knight's
not
about to hit Jay.
All right, what you got,
The
Nate?
steel chair.
I'm not saying he should start tagging with Rey Mysterio again, bro. I honestly, thinking back, but what I was trying to mean, I'm not even meaning that he should go full face. I really meant like the anti-hero type of thing. And listen, I just want to see the Judgment Day break up, bro. I'm sick of it.
Okay,
Sure.
that's what it
I'm
really
sick
is.
of it.
That was the root of the
Should have
It
just
really
said
is.
that.
It really is the root of it. But I don't see how are they going to make the Judgment Day break up without Dom playing the good guy role in that? How does that work? How do you make the Judgment Day break out without Dom playing the good guy role? It doesn't work, bro. Finn Balor's the one who's going to be seen as the villain. Finn Balor's going to get booed. Dominic Mysterio is going to get cheered. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not, like, does that make sense?
Do you see the Judgment Day splitting half and half, or them breaking off and fraying into different pieces?
Please fray. No half and half, bro. I want them to fray. It's old at this point. We need the Demon to come back. Shout out Demonito, bro. That was the highlight of AAA too.
I truly see him shifting over. So you see all that stuff with the Americanos, right? And Dominic Mysterio is the only bridge between the Judgment Day and the Americanos. So I truly see him defecting to join the Americanos after the Judgment Day get tired of him. At what point
Freaking
that'll be?
Americano himself.
It really could happen, and that could be the face thing that you're looking for. I'm not saying I want that. I need more time to think with that idea.
But he's born in America, bro. It just fits so
Dominic Americano.
perfectly. He's literally an American.
He is.
That would be so funny, bro.
Hey, bro,
That would
that's how fun
actually
it goes.
cook. That would
Let's have the
actually
Survivor
cook.
Series.
Oh man.
Well,
that would
before
be
we get
so
off
good.
AAA, I got a few things I want to share about AAA just really briefly. I want
Hit
to
us,
butcher
Mr.
this.
Gonda, man.
This is why I got Melvin here.
Hola,
Masquerita Sangrada. Was I
Okay.
close?
Did okay? Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I'll take it. Incredible.
Say sangrada.
Sangrada.
There you go. That's better.
Okay. That was awesome.
Yeah.
It reminded me of our time in Little Rock. That show. I mean, when he was just twisting on that dude for like a
Buddy.
solid 30
Whoa.
seconds, that was awesome.
Whoa. He was doing what? Buddy.
Mike knew what he was doing
Mike,
there.
what was he doing?
It
I
was some
knew what he was
move, you
doing.
know. It was just incredible. Just look up AAA.
I'm not looking up
here-
twisted on anybody, bro.
Here's what I
Made me
here's
biting his lip at me like that.
here's a legit question. Okay,
What's
why
up?
doesn't WWE use Natty like AAA does?
Yes.
It worked, bro.
I have an answer, but I want you to keep sharing your notes.
Okay. The other thing is I respect the AAA crowd telling Triple H he sold out. Incredible, because he did. Here's another one. This is probably a hot take. I'll text y'all about this. I did not like the Wyatt 6 there.
Me neither.
Did
Yeah,
not
I got a
like it
bunch.
there. Did not make sense to me. It felt extremely random. Why does Uncle Howdy carry down the belts that he didn't win? I don't get their gimmick right now. Are they going heel? They just attacked one of the faces of AAA in the tag. And I will say them having the AAA tag belts does not make sense at all. And this is also like a big, people may disagree with me on this, but I don't like non-luchador background people having a heavy involvement in AAA.
Yeah.
Like the Wyatt 6. Don't like it. I do not like it.
Here's the thing about that, though, because I agree. But I think what WWE is trying to do is elevate the talent that's in AAA. And by doing that, they're putting people that are already established members of the company into the PLE so that it'll get more eyes on it. You know what I mean? It's the same type of thing as creating a viral moment where they bring in like Joe Hendry or something to WrestleMania for something like that. It's to get more eyes on AAA for the talent that's there. But I do agree with you that it just is weird when they're there. You know what I mean? But I think that's
Mhm.
what the goal is for them to elevate the talent that's in AAA. Because like the average person probably doesn't know who Mr. Iguana is. You know what I mean? But and he's the most popular probably of all the AAA luchadors. So, but
Well, I'll continue. I got 3 more. Good take though, Nate. Mr. Iguana is my goat. I loved him and Finn's match. Especially the moment where the iguana, they get him out and Finn and his demon puppet are right there. And he's like
Hilarious.
talking to the puppet and saying like, it's behind me, huh? And he turns around and I love that. And here's another thing. JBL needs to do commentary way more. He's incredible at it. He is a true heel commentator. Truly.
Miss him, bro.
And he is so good. During the Mr. Iguana match, I wrote down a quote because it was perfect. This man said Mr. Iguana needed to be put under a heat lamp. And it killed me. And if you don't have reptiles, they need a heat lamp to live. And so he was talking about how he needed to go be under a heat lamp. And I thought it was incredible. And I want to end it. We already talked about it, but Dom is on top of the world right now. So that's my AAA take.
Oh man, I love it. Rococo, do you have anything before I kind of explain why Natty is kind of do her
How
thing?
you got it? How you got it?
Okay, so I really genuinely think, great takes by the way, Mike. I mean that show was good. All the worlds collide for AAA have been 5-star to me. Honestly, like they've been really good. Even the stories for it, because another couple of things Mike didn't mention. Penta did do a promo,
Yep.
and he's going after the mega AAA as well, which is kind of interesting because here you have him going kind of going for IC belt in WWE, and now he's going for AAA. And the carrier of both of those is Dominic Mysterio, and so that's going to be a really interesting thing. Do we see Elijo come into a WWE thing now? Who knows? But are they building AAA up for Rey Mysterio to be over it? Kind of how Shawn Michaels is with NXT, because there's no way that with Ray being out because of injury, he hasn't been having a little fun with creative, hanging out with AAA, somewhere that he spent time in when he was younger. That babyface Ray with Conan without the mask. He was cooking. The original Dom, because I mean, Baby Ray was crazy back in the day. Like watching those videos, bro. He had so much aura with his little buzz cut and baby face. But could we be seeing like a cool thing where we have the big two being Raw and SmackDown, but are we seeing something where we can see NXT with Shawn, AAA with Rey Mysterio, and then the curveball TNA being under that realm with those medium size, smaller size, little three. I think it just makes so much sense. And then you do spread out your talent, right? Where there's some people not working out in certain places. That is where you spread out like your, I don't want to call them bottom feeders because they're still incredible people, but like that's where I feel like you toss out Grayson, right? That's where you toss out your theories. That's where you get a good run with Nat, and she's very trusted. She's a vet. Everybody loves her, and so I think there's like a bigger picture that there is that we don't see yet, and this could be super cool to happen. I don't know. Just any thoughts?
I
I
like
just
that.
love Ray to be a part of it forever. So it's just also wishful thinking.
I like it. If that happened, I would think that was a great idea, and I love everything about that.
It just makes me think of like a gigantic. What's that thing you play, Jalen? You don't do not the GM mode, the other one, universe mode. It's like a real life universe mode with those 5 brands. You know what I'm saying? It's just cool. Like tomorrow, NXT Homecoming. A lot of the big guys are coming back to be there tomorrow night and stuff. It's just like it's just cool opportunities to kind of like spread out everybody and what they're doing and not just let them rot and be wasted.
I have a thought. Jalen, do you have one? Real quick. Here's what I do know. The WWE will not compete against themselves. And so you're going to have to put this on a night where you have nothing else. And literally you have Wednesday or Thursday, because think of PLE. So you have SmackDown Friday. Sometimes you have 2 PLE, Saturday, Sunday. You have Monday Night Raw. So literally leaves you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So no, not even Tuesday, because NXT leaves you Wednesday, Thursday. Is a WWE, if they're wanting to make that like a legit thing and they're wanting to compete with the competitor AEW and try to steal some of their light, I mean, I just feel like at the long run, I don't see how they'd make money doing that consistently, like having a weekly show with them. I love the involvement that we see, but there's some moments where it doesn't make sense to have. Like, and I get that they bought it out. So do you let it operate like TNA operates? And then, but you have Trick Williams, who is is he still the champ? I believe so. You have Trick Williams, who's a TNA champion. He's not even a full-time TNA guy. And so we're seeing that it can work. So how long will Dom hold that belt? Will it affect AAA in their weekly show? I don't know. Like how much WWE is involved on a weekly basis outside of Worlds Collide stuff. A lot of questions that we won't know at the end of the day, but we will see going forward what their investment is in AAA. And will they say, hey, can a luchador based type wrestling program surpass competition? Because they're also not going to waste money in something. I think it could. I think it's wildly entertaining, but at the end of the day, we're going to find out. But for me, in this moment, it just seems like they're just going to stick to the Worlds Collide stuff and just plug in WWE guys to get eyes on it to help. But I will say WWE's not a lot of things. I do think that in moments they know what their lane is. And so it's hard for me to think that they're going to get in a lane that they may not fully see a lot of dollar signs attached to it. But we'll find out.
AAA's actual schedule. So outside the Worlds Collide, how does AAA operate on a weekly basis, monthly basis? Anybody have an idea?
Off the
been
top of my
looking-
head, I do know.
I've been looking everywhere.
Can't find it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
All
me
I
neither.
know is they have they show everything free on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So if that's
that'd be
the
interesting.
case,
But they have a massive following.
They do.
Like it's crazy. Like just looking at their YouTube right now, it's at 1.8.
I mean,
million.
to be honest with you, we here in Fort Smith, we have a Spanish church, and I mean, Pastor Israel's talking to me about, hey, man, AAA, like he knows that, not a lot about WWE, but he knows more about AAA and the luchadors, and I'll be talking about like some of the old school. He's like, yes, and his first language is Spanish, lives in America, but this dude is all about AAA wrestling, and he'll talk to me about it.
That
And
is
so
the
there is
goat.
a following for it, but I mean, we'll just see. It'll be interesting. Some of those guys they need to go ahead and bring up to WWE though, if we're being honest.
We also, I don't think we talked about this, but Penta said he was going for that mega championship. So that's another element that you. What, Mike? What are you?
it was literally said earlier.
When?
With-
I was
with everything
listening.
no, you were
I
not.
was.
You were
When?
not.
Give me the
Penta-
timestamp of who said
Melvin
it,
said it.
and when. Who
Mike,
said
Mike,
it?
I'll give you the rundown. Mike was giving his.
Oh, it
takes
was
for
Mike.
the
Oh, that's
weekend.
why I didn't hear it.
And then,
Oh,
no.
never mind,
Let me
never
finish.
mind.
And
That's
then
why I didn't hear
Melvin said, "You know what? Mike brought up a lot of good things, but then also Penta brought up how he wants to take on the AAA championship also, and that's interesting because he's already faced Dominic Ford. They've had their stuff, and now he's gonna go and possibly face him again, even though he has both titles. That's
Did
what
we-
Melvin said.
Wait, did
I ain't
this
even
really
lying.
get said? Because I genuinely.
I'm not gassing that up. That was borderline verbatim.
Yes, it
My
was.
bad. My bad. I thought that Mike said it, and I was gonna be like, "Oh, that's why I didn't hear it." My fault.
Okay. I'm glad to know the honor you have for a homie. Yeah.
That's so funny. Hey, let's jump into WrestlePalooza preview. Let's try to do this in like 10 minutes. We kind of we kind of hit on certain, matches, but I'm gonna just say the matches and then you guys let me know if we want to spend extra time on it.
Just tell you who I think the winner will be without going into detail.
For real, I mean, on all
I
of them,
got you, bro.
it's almost 100%
Yeah.
for sure who's going to win for all of them, anyways. But we got Cody versus Drew.
Cody.
It's unfortunately Cody. We got Cena and Brock.
Cena.
Lesnar.
Somehow Cena. It's gonna be a. Hey, how do you see it flowing then? You said Brock.
How do I see it flowing? They're
Yeah.
going for it's the same thing that Pokemon does when they release a new game. They put back in the Gen 1 Pokemon for nostalgia pandering, I think is what it's called. They put Brock back in to beat up on Cena like it's the 2010s, okay? It's the same thing. It's nostalgia pandering. That's why he's winning this. And then I don't know where they go after that, but I'm telling you Brock's winning this. And
Yeah,
I
that was
hope
for
he
sure
rips
my
his
question.
pants
'Cause
again.
I love the idea. I really do. But if we're gonna build Brock, we gotta send Brock somewhere. And do we send him back to the WWE Championship if that happens? If he absolutely works John Cena, creates a sympathetic hero out of John one more time, you have to run it back. Actually, I feel like that's the only.
That's
key.
what I.
Yeah,
That's
they just
This is a one and done.
So that's the only place where I would agree with Nate is if Brock wins, it's just so that they can fight again somewhere else.
They
that's
won't though.
that's the only way.
This is a one and done for Brock Lesnar.
We'll see. If he was getting paid the whole time he wasn't in the company when he had all the allegations, which is what the sources say, I mean, I don't see him being one and done. I agree that he's probably in the company on his own time, but I bet you down the road, and I mean, Cena's got like what, 10 appearances left, I bet they fight again at one of them.
Less.
Less than 10
No,
now?
it's less.
Yeah.
Yes.
6, maybe 7
like 6.
appearances.
Yeah. For real.
But yeah, I
That's
really
why I don't see him. I can't imagine Cena wasting one of his last few on a rematch with Brock Lesnar.
I mean, apparently Cena picked Brock as his opponent. I could see him wanting the 2 matches
him
to build up
twice?
the hype. Yes, I could see it. I could see it being something they build up because who else is Cena gonna fight? You know what I mean? People want it to be Drew, but you've got the Drew and Cody feud now. We're not gonna get Cena versus Theory again. We're not gonna get the matches that we wanted to see. So
Is Cena scheduled for Survivor Series?
I think he's scheduled for every PLE going through the end of December.
Bro, because if he's scheduled for Survivor Series, that's where we get the other mini battles we wanted, you know, like with Drew and stuff. But I don't think they would waste a War Games on that. They would have to almost put him one-on-one with somebody else, right? Or who knows?
That's a fun idea, though.
It's
Having a
like you
War Games
get
match, John's allies versus John's enemies.
yes,
That's some dream booking. That's a whole lot of dream booking. But I like the idea of it.
yeah, and that'd be quite a lot to build for too, you know.
You know, WWE
But it'd be
can't do
sick
that.
because it would, you know, what would it be? Cena, Randy,
Yeah, as I was saying, about it, it'd
AJ.
be more of a vet
AJ.
guy.
Yep.
Old generation versus new generation, and I like that.
Punk probably.
Punk probably, yeah.
And then use that to build towards his next match. Definitely.
But it's too late for him to get involved with the Vision because the Vision is the only other, you know, people I could think of that he would go and fight against, you know? Who knows, man? Lots of dream bookings that we missed out on for Cena, sadly. What about Usos versus Vision, especially with what we know that happened on Monday Night Raw?
Usos.
The Vision.
yeah, I'm going
Walking
Vision.
through the Usos.
Vision, bro.
And
They're not actually tagging. Jay and Jimmy, they're not actually tagging for real.
And then is LA Knight the secret man? Is he joining Vision?
I wouldn't hate it,
No,
but probably
he's
not.
not.
No.
That's too
wouldn't
many
hate it, though.
talkers. And there's only one Mike, and Seth and Becky are doing a pretty good job splitting it. You add LA
Mhm.
Knight to that mix,
Seen him,
somebody's
just
getting
seen him,
overshadowed.
just seen him in the leather jacket, LA Knight though, bro.
All black.
Being Stone Cold, fake Stone
Like
Cold.
NWO.
Oh man. And then EO versus Steph.
Yo,
It's gonna be EO.
after Raw, they could really split the stories though, because if Stephanie gets hit, Rhea Ripley pretty much said she's going to be there up next. I believe that's way too fast of a turnaround to have that match, but it is right there active, and the Kabuki Warriors story is right there and active too. So they really wanted to force in and do what they could. I just think personally for pacing, you go EO and then slow build to Rhea versus Stephanie at a later date.
Yeah, I agree.
So far, those are the four. No, and then Rollins, Becky. So Becky, Seth versus Punk and AJ Lee.
Punk and AJ.
Punk and AJ.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So if Drew doesn't upset Cody, then what's
Nope.
gonna be the big, like the big thing for ESPN's very first PLE? Because I still keep thinking about that. You know, they just dropped some serious cash to have WWE. TKO
Mhm.
obviously just cares about money, and so they're
It's
going to try to
simple.
figure out how to make it happy. So what's the big bar moment?
Yeah, it's already on the card. It's Brock Lesnar and John Cena. He came
I
back
fully
for ESPN. Like for this. That's why Brock Lesnar is back. It's not going to be a surprise appearance. It's going to be literally a war. Yes.
Well, WWE has been booking their legends. You're not going to come back and do a 5-minute match and think you're done. Brock Lesnar going to put on his working boots, and they're
Yep.
going to go for 20 minutes at least. And Brock is going to start off super hot, as he always does. And John Cena's going to have that never give up attitude, never say die. And it's going to build to this huge ending. And the crowd's going to go crazy. And they're going to be like, hey, WrestlePalooza. That's how it's going to be.
F5, 1, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar wins.
And probably John's next challenger is going to come out. And that's going to be the surprise moment.
Yeah.
So John overcomes, he's defeated, and then somebody's music hits and they're next up.
I could see something which I would love to see this. John gets on the mic. He says, I got 6 more of these things left. If you want some, come get some. And that's when we learn who it is. So it's like an open challenge for like, who's my next opponent? And then it's like music drops. I don't know who it would be. So there's people who I would love for it to be, but I love to hear the dun dun dun. Da, 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 da. I love Roman and Cena to go at it again.
That would be tough.
I didn't know whose music that was.
Yeah,
I
I
did
didn't
get
either. I
scared.
thought it was Gunther at first.
I thought you were doing Cody Rhodes. I'm not gonna lie, because he does have that. Duh, duh.
Dun,
Man,
dun.
you know who I wish
People
it
brought
would
up
be, bro?
Chris Jericho. Oh, go ahead.
Well,
Big,
his
would love
contract's not up
Chris
yet.
Jericho.
Big Dwayne. That's who I want to see, bro.
All right, that's
Just slow
great.
down.
Melvin, what's the next thing we got?
All right, buddy. Skip over me like that one more time, and you're gonna get introduced to Smith and Wesson, buddy.
Okay. Here's the thing. Don't even get me started on how Dwayne Johnson ruined my GOATs promo. It's my first night for my sleep app. I want to go into the night with a good mindset, okay? I don't want to go into it triggered because of The Rock and his selfishness. All right, what's next?
Hey, Nate's been wanting to do this for a while, and we're gonna give him the mic right now,
Okay.
and he's gonna do a promo on Big Mike Durasset.
Oh,
My heel or face.
And you may have a rebuttal if you like, Mike, but if he says anything that's racist or calls you fat, we're cutting it right there. We're going to sleep because I'm not letting him call you that. You're the heel, Nate.
All right.
I'm so scared of what this idiot gonna say.
Listen up, buddy. Every single week, you come on here and you talk about how I don't take this serious. Tonight, you made a bet that I wouldn't even be here on time. I don't want to be like this, but you've turned me into this. You created a monster. You woke up something inside of me. I loved you. I called you a brother. And then you turned me into what? A joke. A laughing stock. You made me the butt of the Midcard Mafia podcast. And so guess what? I became the biggest butt.
He was gonna say something.
here's what I want to say back to you, young man. So your generation got an issue with work ethic. I see it when you're on this podcast. You playing your little Pokemon games. You eating your little snacks. You looking down at your phone. You don't take this company serious. You don't take this pod serious. And it's about time I whoop that seriousness into you. So if you want some, come get some, little boy.
Let's have an e-fight right now. Post up. Let's have an e-fight. Stand up.
Oh, Rococo who wins.
Like the passion
really-
behind it had a solid flow, good pacing, good
Yep.
finish. Is listen up, Nate, your beginning. You said that to Melvin also.
Yep.
Oh, he said, "Hey, buddy." No, look, buddy. It gets me every time.
I knew it was going to start very similar.
I love when he says, "Look, buddy." Though
You're
it's the
getting better.
funniest thing.
All right. Next week, you'll throw one at Rococo.
I'm
Oh,
like,
this
man, don't
that's
do that,
gonna
bro.
be that's gonna be
That'd be
that's gonna be
incredible.
motivated. And once he says it, this guy up here and then this guy over here are gonna come for Nate.
Motivated. Okay. Whoa.
We're going to have the
Whoa.
Gen Z in this group go at it.
Whoa.
Oh man, sweet. Well, that's it. Kept it short for a reason. Time
Amen.
to sleep.
Yes, sir.
Nate, finish us off, Big Daddy.
Well, everyone, thank you once again for tuning into the Midcard Mafia Midcard Mafia podcast. We appreciate every single one of you guys, for real. Shout out to all the day ones that have stuck with us.
Mhm.
Shout out to all the new listeners as well. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment down below. Tell us what your favorite part was and make your predictions for who wins, me versus Rococo. And give the video a like too. Share it with a friend. Spotify listeners, give it a rating if you can. Leave a comment down below. And yeah, we're gonna see you guys next week. This is the Midcard Mafia signing off. Peace out, everyone.